This recent Bitcoin rally has been absolutely insane. I mean, take a look at the daily RSI. Look at this. 90 RSI. We haven't seen an RSI like this high in what, 2 years? That's crazy. The daily RSI is so high. Um, Yeah, I talked about how I thought Bitcoin would kind of stop rallying at 18 to 18.5, and it absolutely blew through those numbers. The reason why I thought it would not really sustain is because of the overall macro environment, and that's something I like to look at. A lot of times markets are irrational, and so, looking for um, a reason for these various pumps is sometimes just pointless because markets will rally for no reason. And because of the way we are as humans, we like to find kind of try to figure out why things happen. And again, let's just make sure we understand that just because we see a correlation in something, it does not prove causation. So this is just something I wanted to talk about today. Obviously, nobody knows why Bitcoin has been pumping like crazy over the last few days. I mean, look at this. Look at this chart. I mean, that is just classic crazy move upwards. Finally, on the daily, we're getting somewhat of a correction, very overdue correction. But I wanted to talk about this. Um, the Fed stuff, the CPI stuff. This is not what caused that. All of that stuff came in as expected. So there's something else perhaps we should look at, and that is the Dixie. So if you're not aware, the Dixie, the DXY, is an index of it's a weighted index of the U.S. dollar relative to other currencies, and it's basically a relative strength index. Um, and so the way that you can think about this is when the Dixie is high, it means the strength of the dollar is high. And so if you think about why that would matter or how someone would take advantage of that, and again, this is something I just found when Googling this correlation. It, the way that there's a couple ways someone could take advantage of this. One of them being, of course, is if the strength of the US dollar is high and they have currencies, other currencies, maybe the British pound or something, you might want to, convert the other currencies into US dollars and just put it in the stock market or buy bonds or something like that. And the reason why you would want to do that is because let's say the stocks go up or you get your return on the bonds, and the Dixie continues to go up. So several months down the line, when you want to convert back to say British pounds, you'll get whatever the amount the Dixie rose plus whatever you investment returns you got, whether it be bonds or stocks or whatever. So it can be very advantageous to pay attention to different currencies, and so all of that is just basically saying when the strength of the dollar is high, people are going to want to hold U.S. dollar in the form of, like I said, stocks and maybe bonds or something like that if they want less risk. But when the Dixie is weak, the opposite happens, right? It means people want to get out of holding USD and instead hold, a different currency. Well, the speculation is that the easiest way to convert your money out of USD is to buy crypto. Um, and so over the course of this is quite a long time. Uh, Over the course of about honestly the last few months, I think the Dixie has been dropping. And so if you pair this with the fact that Bitcoin is really oversold, you have a situation where people would want to get out of USD because the strength is falling, and it's been falling for really since here. Yeah, over 100, about 3 months it's been falling. And so the perfect thing and easiest thing to do is to just go buy Bitcoin. So some theories, and again, this is not to say that the correlation is equal to causation. We're just merely, talking about some interesting figures that we found. So this is a chart of the Dixie versus Bitcoin, and you can see they are inversely correlated, meaning that when the Dixie is high, Bitcoin is low. When the Dixie is low, Bitcoin is high, and you see it really well here. The Dixie was up here, really high, and Bitcoin crashed. And so I'm not saying that the strength of the dollar is the reason why we saw that crazy crash down from 69,000. I'm just saying it would appear that it helps contribute it. Um, and so I think it seems like this rally is um, a couple of things, of course. It seems like it's due to the Dixie dropping, the strength of the dollar dropping, Bitcoin being as oversold as it is, and also a bear market rally. People are bored of selling and they just want to see something exciting, and so they pump Bitcoin. Um, so it would feel like we probably won't be seeing a reversal in Bitcoin for some time, at least until the Dixie starts to go up again. I'm not going to get into why the Dixie is dropping and why the strength of the U.S. dollar is dropping. We're not going to get into that here. We're just merely looking at a correlation um, to just this crazy, crazy daily pump. I mean, look at the RSI here, 90. That's just absolutely insane. So. Um, I would absolutely not say that this is the start of a new bull run or anything. Again, this is just a bear market rally. I think we're gonna have a further leg down, to the. I don't think we're gonna get all the way down to 10,000 like a lot of people are saying. Maybe we touch 12 or 13, but going much below that seems pretty unlikely. But I think the bottom is still not in, so. It would be a phenomenal time if you need to take some profits. Now would not be a bad time. I mean, look how crazy this is pumped. You can certainly expect there to be a correction. So you could just sell now and buy in later if you want. But none of this is financial advice. It's just talking, just conjecture, just something fun to think about. So, yep, that's it.